Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you episode 62 of my brand new Comics Haul series. I just got back from my local comic shop. Here's the bag. Let's pull these comics out of the bag as usual. And here's the stack for this week. A pretty decent haul. This is of course a series where each and every week when I grab my new books for New Comic Book Day, I show you guys every issue I got and I tell you everything you need to know about every issue. So now we've got these comics out of the bag, let's get this bag out of the way. Alright, now that that's all over with, let's get right into it. But before we do, I've got a couple of special little things that I need to reference before we do this. First of all, I've got a brand new channel intro. Radical Toys, a channel that watches my videos. He makes some really great toy content, unboxing toys, toy news, all that kind of stuff. I'll link him down in the description below. Make sure to go show him some support because he made this amazing animated intro for me that I'm super excited to show you guys. I'm going to be using this in all of my videos that are upcoming, so let me know what you think of it down in the comment section below. Huge shout out to Radical Toys. Thank you so much for making this intro. I really like it. Let's roll that intro. And secondly, you guys know I couldn't go on with a video without referencing this. We just hit 300 subscribers on the channel. Thank you guys so much, everyone who's been subscribing lately, all of my original subscribers who have stuck around for the long run. I really appreciate each and every one of you, but let's get right into this haul for this week. We always started off with my most anticipated issue of the week. This week it's an Image comic that's a little bit out of the ordinary for this New Comics Haul series, but this first issue I've got here is a Town Called Terror, issue number 1. This is a new ongoing horror series from Image Comics. It's written by Steve Niles. I'm not familiar with his work, but I have heard that he's done some great horror stuff in the past, and the art on this one is by Simone Kudransky, one of my favorite artists from Marvel, who has a very unique, almost photorealistic style. I really don't know what to expect from this. Outside of the actual title, of course, A Town Called Terror, we can expect some sort of town. It seems like we're going to be getting into the depths of this town. There'll probably be somebody investigating it. I really don't know what to expect going into this, but if you guys want to know more about this, I do plan on putting out a single issue review of this first issue of the series, which I'll be putting out later today, probably a couple hours after I post this video. New horror ongoing series from Image Comics. This is A Town Called Terror number 1. Alright, let's continue on with Image Comics this week. I did pick up one other issue from them, and that was King Spawn. This is issue number 9 of this series. So we're pretty deep into the series at this point, and honestly, it's been kind of dipping for me lately. I'm not enjoying it quite as much as I did for those first couple of issues. Things have gotten a little bit out of hand. We've got a lot of different plot threads going on here, and honestly, I think my main problem with this ongoing Spawn title is just that there's all of these huge threats, they're seemingly the biggest villains of the run, but then they're just suddenly defeated within a few issues. It almost seems like they've had bigger story arc ideas that could have been stretched out longer in the series, but maybe the writer on this one, who is Sean Lewis, maybe he just has too many ideas up his sleeve and he wants to get them all done with. We've got this cult that's trying to make Spawn the king of hell. That's the most that I can get into without, of course, spoiling you guys, but there's a lot more going on and I'm kind of losing track of it. We'll see. Hopefully this issue picks up a little bit. That's King Spawn number 9. Alright, next up, let's move on to Marvel Comics. I ended up getting 3 single issues from them this week. 2 of them actually did come out this week for New Comic Book Day, but one of them released last month, so let's get right into it. This one did come out this week. It's Miles Morales Spider-Man number 37, Lost in the Spider-Verse, like it says on the cover there. This is by Saladin Ahmed, the ongoing writer of this series. Artwork is by Chris Allen, who's come in and done a few issues here and there of Miles. It's kind of seeming like Chris Allen is gonna be the new ongoing artist on Miles, though. He's solicited for the next few issues in this next big story arc that we've got going on after this issue. So I don't know, I have mixed feelings about that. His artwork is a little bit simplistic, but also kind of cluttered at the same time, in my opinion. He's had good issues, some bad issues, so we'll see. He'll probably get better as the series goes on. But this issue is my most anticipated of Miles in a really long time, because last issue we had a huge cliffhanger. The last issue we basically just saw Miles hopping around to different multiverses, but then we got this huge bombshell cliffhanger dropped on us at the end of the issue on the final page. Something totally unexpected that they haven't been previewing at all. And it's basically bringing back one of the original villains from the first story arc of this series. And next issue, Miles is going to be entering a brand new universe where he's just going to be spending the next story arc in, where his clone brother Selim became the king of the world and took it over. It's totally dystopian. For now though, we've got Miles Morales Spider-Man number 37. If you guys are reading this series, let me know what you thought of that cliffhanger cliffhanger down in the comment section below. Alright then, let's finish off the single issues I ended up picking up this week. With Eternals, I ended up grabbing 2 issues of this series. One of them came out last month, and the other one came out this month. So I don't actually get this series ongoing, but here's issue number 10, which came out last month, and you see the Judgment Day tag on the corner there. The reason that I want to get caught up on a little bit of my Eternals knowledge is because we've got this huge Judgment Day event, which is going to be starting in July. We've got like a prelude issue in June, and there's going to be tie-ins from the Avengers series. There's going to be an Eternals mini-series that's basically just stemming from this ongoing series, which is also going to tie into it. It's all spearheaded by Kieran Gillen. He's the writer of Eternals. He's also the writer of Immortal X-Men, and Judgment Day is going to be a crossover between Immortal X-Men, Eternals, and Avengers. All of them are getting involved, and it all kind of makes sense. This is like not just a spontaneous Marvel event like Devil's Reign was, for example. This issue specifically I think is like part 4 or something of the current Eternals arc going on, which hopefully I'll be able to jump into this and still understand what's going on. And since they're crossing over with the Avengers, like you can see on this cover with Icarus and Captain Marvel like eye-beaming into each other, giving each other a stare-off, that's perfect because it's 2 of the 3 teams involved in Judgment Day already crossing over. I thought it'd be a perfect chance to get up on my knowledge. That's issue number 10, but I also ended up grabbing number 11, which actually did come out this week. If you guys are getting Eternals, if you're reading Immortal X-Men, let me know your predictions or thoughts on Judgment Day in the comments below. I'm really excited for that event. They're like tying together some different things from the beginning of Marvel history involving all 3 of those teams. I'm really excited for it, but that's Eternals issues number 10 and 11, getting ready for Judgment Day. Alright then, thank you to everyone who stuck around this long in the video. I appreciate you guys watching all the way till the end. I have one more thing to show off to you guys this week, and that's House of Slaughter Volume 1. This is from Boom Studios. I got this for free at my local comic shop. We've got like a point system, so I was able to just get this with my points that I'd saved up from buying single issues. And this is a spin-off of the ongoing Something is Killing the Children series. I read the first, I think, 15 issues of Something is Killing the Children in this hardcover format, and I really enjoyed it, especially reading it in these big pages right here. That was super enjoyable. My dilemma now, though, is that I can't get this House of Slaughter spin-off series, right? Just 5 issues deep. It has to do with this other character named Aaron Slaughter, who trained the main character of Something is Killing the Children, Erica Slaughter. The thing is, though, they've like already come out with a 4th volume of Something is Killing the Children. I don't know whether I should like wait for the second hardcover, because that would come out in probably 1 or 2 years at this point. It's pretty rare that they come out with Something is Killing the Children arc. I'm not sure whether I should just get caught up in trade paperbacks or wait till then. I don't know, but for now I do have House of Slaughter to tide me over, which I'm really excited to get into. I've heard some mixed reviews about this, but like I said, it has to do with Aaron Slaughter before he was, killed off, spoiler warning, and Something is Killing the Children. This is his story before that, and he's part of the House of Slaughter, which is, of course, the name of the title, and they're basically just this house that, like, trains different people to kill these monsters that only children can see. That's the basic idea of both of these different titles that are part of the same universe. Written by James Tynion IV. I'm really excited to get into this one as well. Hopefully it's better than people say it was, because I heard some pretty bad things about it. All the same, though, that's House of Slaughter Volume 1 from Boom Studios. Well, alright then, that's pretty much it for this episode of my new Comics Haul series. Let me know what you guys picked up this week down in the comment section below. Which issue are you looking forward to reading the most this week? Or if you already read all your issues, which one is your favorite? I'm really curious to know your thoughts on A Town Called Terror #1. I decided to give that series a try, and I'm hoping that I'll like it. I'm about to go read it and then film a review for you guys, which I'll be putting out right after I put out this new Comics Haul episode. And of course, another huge shout out to Radical Toys. Thank you so much for making that awesome animated intro. Be sure to check out his channel. So that's about it for me today. If you enjoyed the video, if you liked it, make sure to click that subscribe button down below. Next up is 400. We've got like 99 more subscribers to get there. You can also hit the notifications bell, which is sitting right next to it. You'll be notified every single time I post a new video if you don't want to miss any. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.